Hello everybody and welcome back to Grand Bazaar. I am gearing up to head on over and start selling some things. It is going to be our big selling day today. I have so much stuff to get rid of. So my apologies for the very brief intro, but I was doing this in practice, and when I showed up at about 1 o'clock, I was able to earn a lot of money, but I figured I could use the extra few hours. So I've redone my bag a little bit here, and I've got lots of stuff to sell, and lots of stuff that is in bulk, if you will. So some of the stuff I've cooked on my own, and some of this I have purchased here at the bazaar. Something like the mixed salads and the potato salad, for example, I made on my own along with the asparagus soup. A lot of my spring and summer crops coming into handy here. Same with my omelet rice, combining all of my animal products. And then I also have a lot of gems and jewelry to sell today as well, and I'm hoping that those are going to allow us to break our previous record if I have time. I also have more jewelry sitting over at the windmill as well. I've had this piece of orichalcum in my inventory forever, and I keep forgetting to bring it with me. I do not have a need for this anymore because my watering can is completely upgraded, so we will be getting rid of that today. I won a diamond in the Lucky Lotto game, so we're also going to sell that as well because it's taking up inventory space. And I have so much stuff to sell today, in fact, that I had to not really bother with seeds, which is a little bit unusual. I always try to have seeds with me, but it doesn't matter because, oh my god, look at that. We are off to a magnificent start. The first 5 minutes I've opened my booth, and we've got the lady coming here that is gonna buy stuff for double the price. That is absolutely amazing. $35,000, boom. So as I was saying, I may not need the seeds after all, because I just have so much to get rid of, and I'm really going to need a very steady stream of customers all throughout the day in order to get rid of everything that I have here. And now that we're into summer, everything is not staying as fresh for as long either. So this is not a great season for me to have huge quantities of food. We've also got Grandpa stopping by to say hello. Now he's only going to be buying a few little pieces of our roasted corn, but that's okay because they sell for a decent amount of money. And it just means that we can get rid of all of that at once. And we've got more space to put other things out. Now, so far so good. The traffic has actually been pretty consistent. I know when I showed up midday when I was doing this in practice, I had a really hard time getting people to come over to the booth. I was ringing the bell like crazy, and I was having absolutely no success whatsoever. It has died down a little bit. It looks like we kind of caught that beginning early afternoon rush, and now we probably won't have customers in a big influx for a little while here. But this is the problem I was running into earlier. Right now I'm running around ringing the bell like crazy, and there's just not a lot of people here. And that's why I kind of wanted to start early, because we are only at $125,000 worth of sales. And apparently I was not paying attention and I missed somebody as well, so that's my bad. I was only paying attention to one half of my counter. But luckily that does not affect your rating at all. I don't really think it has an effect on anything, so we just have to hope that more people will stop by. See, now we have a big group of people coming, so hopefully... I would love to put out more than just food, but I have to get rid of some of this stuff first before I can put out some more things that I have. And we will give away a few things for free, maybe a few things for half price. Will be nice. We'll see if we can get our customer service award along with our sales award today. We are looking to break our record after all, if it is at all possible. Still have a lot of food to get rid of, but let's go ahead and put out some more jewelry. I have 4 purple necklaces, and I have a green bracelet to sell. I'll also put out some of my golden eggs here. Some wine. Now we definitely have sold quite a bit of this already, but I am still amazed at how little the numbers seemingly feel to go up for how much I've managed to get rid of. It is not easy to push this much product and to get that 500,000 worth of sales. Now, I'm not going to give Antoinette that egg. I'm just gonna risk the reputation. I'm gonna risk a little bit of reputation here just for the next couple of sales. Because they're asking about items that are worth a decent amount of money, you know? But now I have to make up for it and give the next thing away for free. These people, they all just work together to wear me down. They must know me by now. And we're looking pretty good. 423,000. We've got about 3 hours left. And I think our previous goal was about 618,000. That was our record that we had. And I think if we keep this flow going, we should be able to get up around that mark, or so I hope. As long as we keep the customers coming, we still have a lot of inventory to get rid of. Come on, people. Very annoying that we just have so many people here asking for free stuff. I guess the lady coming and paying all that money for the diamonds. People figured that they can now weasel in and try and get stuff for free. Nearing the 500k mark right now, which puts us within the goal. And even with a lot of jewelry and a lot of food, you can see that this is still not easy for me, so kudos to anybody who's able to figure this out and do this way more efficiently than I am. I think just making jewelry, just making a lot of jewelry would be the obvious choice. I'm sure that even if I were to purchase things from Lloyd and then turn around and make them and sell them, I wouldn't run out of money doing that, and I definitely could do that. 1 hour left, and I still have so much stuff to get rid of. Oh my god. That was the last of my jewelry now. And we have surpassed what our previous record was, which is fantastic. This is turning out to be a wonderful sales day. But I still have so much stuff here that I need to get rid of. And that's part of the problem too, is you're hindered by what you can carry in your inventory and then also time. But to be fair, they do give you a pretty reasonable amount of time for the bazaar. An 8-hour period. You have an entire day to try to get rid of stuff. But this is great because it's the end of the day now and it's still pretty busy. 6 o'clock is hit, so I do have to think about wrapping things up here soon. But there's lots of people walking by, so I'm hoping just to snag a last few minute sales here. Perfect. Wonderful. I may or may not have something else in my inventory that I was not able to get rid of. It looks like it's really just some tea. But other than that, we got rid of everything, which is absolutely fabulous. $690,000. We were able to surpass our previous goal by a pretty significant amount of money, which is fantastic. And now we can go out and do a little bit of shopping. I have gone through a lot of oil and a lot of rice from doing all of this cooking. So I will be paying to replenish those items today because I saw that Claire had some for sale. All of the dashi eggs and the omelet rice that I've been making. And I will continue to cook with those items. And Lloyd has both gold and silver. Hallelujah, it's my lucky day. I believe I still have a little bit of both left over, but we will continue to crank out some jewelry. Let's purchase ourselves 5 of each. Again, certainly not cheap, but I have the money in my wallet where I can purchase gold and silver without having to find them in the wild, and then I can turn around and make them into jewelry. And then over at Nellie's we have 2 new dishes today. Tomato fondue probably won't sell for a lot if I were to turn around and sell it, so I think I'm just gonna buy the one to add it to our book. However, this potato soup dish is worth quite a lot. I have a feeling it'll sell for a decent amount of money, so I'm just gonna take the risk here. I'm gonna buy 20 of these. I will spend a bit of money and hopefully I'll be able to make some of that money back when I go to sell it, fingers crossed. And Joan has nothing for us, surprisingly. There's nothing here that she has that's new. Hopefully there's still some more recipes that I am missing out on that we can gather up to fill out our book. We are able to get one more pet, but at this point, I'm not hopeful that we're going to be seeing any new colors. So it'll kind of just be whether I decide that I want a 5th cat to round it out and make 5 cats and 5 dogs. But I figured at this point we could perhaps get ourselves another Jersey cow. And that'll probably be my last barn animal because it is a lot of work. So we have 10 animals at home. In between our cows and our sheep, we have a total of 10 of the 20 that we're allowed to have in the barn. And once you have 10, if you go to buy more animals, Enrique will stop you and he will say, hey, listen, your barn is half full, you're gonna have to put in another feeder. And he will ask for a price of $60,000 for the carpenter to then come and put another feeding trough in. So until you pay that fee and you're willing to have Enrique do that for you, you will be maxed out at 10 of 20 total animals in the barn. And that's an easy upgrade to miss because he will only ask that if you go to buy another animal. He doesn't say it after he's brought your 10th animal. Hey, by the way, you're gonna need this upgrade. So very easy to miss, but we'll go ahead and get that done. And that's about it. We bought our yellow wonderful last time. There should still be one more new wonderful in this year, and it will come either in the fall or the winter. But so far, we have everything that we've seen pop up in this new year so far. So let's go home. And then we will go and see how our Bazaar results were. Now, I took the hit on my reputation a few times. So I am curious to see how we did. Alright, Felix, let's have a look at some Bazaar results. I feel kind of foreign being here. It feels weird to me now because I skip it so often. It's gonna be first place for us today for our sales, which is exactly what we were hoping for. $690,975 is going to be our new all-time high to beat in the future. Yes, everybody visit my store. Everybody visit my store, shop, spend your money. And we did pull it off. We had the happiest customers. I'll take it. I was kind of not sure there for a little while, but we get ourselves another bit of honey wine. I do believe I have some of that at home, and I did not sell it this time around. So that'll be just one more prize to go into my storage. And my inventory is still quite full because I do still have to do some cooking and some sorting out with some of my wild items and whatnot. I do have some seeds in storage as well, but I am pretty happy because I managed to effectively get rid of almost every single perishable food item that I had. I've got a few of things like these potato pancakes and these sandwiches, but I could probably just sell these to Raul if they're taking up the space and I can't make more of them. And then I decided to ultimately leave the things that do not have a preservation date on them at home. And some of these things would also sell for a decent amount of money, such as wine and my tea cans, my wool, perfume, those types of things. You can see I've got quite a large number of wool stacking up, and so I've started already to stockpile and make room so that we can sell stuff upcoming in fall when we decide to do another big sales day again. And our bazaar for next week is not until the 16th. There probably would have been a bazaar day on the 15th, but we are going to be participating in the Sheep Festival. Now, I will be doing a video for that because that is something we have not seen before. This is the third and final year where the animal festival rotates. So we've seen the cow festival and the chicken festival, but now it'll be our sheep's time to shine. So I will just be carrying onwards and playing out my week until then, and hopefully I have some other things to update you all on when we reach the end of the week. And with the addition of that secondary trough, our farm is now at 100% of its size. There are no more upgrades of any kind to do on our house, and the trough is obviously something that is optional and only if you plan on having a lot of animals, but I figured I would show that off just so that we have a nice, beautiful 100% completion, which always looks very, very nice. And we now have our new goal, our new record, and I think it's going to be a bit of a challenge to earn much more than that, because it took me all day and a lot of items to be able to reach that number, but I'm quite happy with that overall. And it's kind of a fun little challenge now being into year 3, just to sort of go for one big sales day just to see how much money we can get. So I will just quickly, before we go, this is our secondary feeding trough here. And this is the full scope, the full size of our barn with all of our animals and all of our pets running around. So I will be carrying on from this point now. I want to thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.